Dependency on substances or negative behaviours can make setting up a new life much more difficult. Compulsive and addictive behaviours can be the fastest path to fail when starting a new life outside. Although it can be a huge challenge, it is possible to overcome addiction. It will make a big difference if you can address behaviour and coping strategies to manage addiction as part of planning and preparing to get out and set up your new life. Letting go of dependency can be a hard journey, but one that ultimately brings freedom and empowerment.
I was basically unable to go without one substance, at least one substance for a good 3 hours. I couldn't. So for 10 years, 7 of them every single day, everyday user, and I did not care about what was in my way, no matter what it was. If it was a knife, if it was a gun, if it was the cops, if it was my mum crying on the floor, I didn't care. They were just an obstacle in my way of my relief,
I've given up drugs. I've been clean for 15 years. I'm fucking wrapped. I'm stoked. But there is someone out there I know I can help not take the road I took and not get caught up in the drugs or the people I got caught up with. And that kid or that person will be okay.
For me, the first step or the first day coming out, I was just, how about if I fail? How about if I don't do this? How about if I am not able to stay off drugs? And there was all these, feelings and emotions and thoughts, and I just had to kind of take it 1 minute at a time. I had to just sit there and be like, okay, right now I can't deal with everything. For this moment, I'm just gonna walk to the room. For this moment, I'm just gonna pack my bags. For this moment, I had to do everything very slowly and be in the moment while I'm doing it, because otherwise my head is racing, and then eventually what am I gonna do is try to escape again and call my dealer. I would have been bound to do that. And, don't get me wrong, there were those moments where I had to kind of be held down by my mum,
It's amazing, it's wonderful, it's like being reborn to say no to drugs when you've lived a life, not knowing how to say no. Learning how to say no is very, very empowering.
Be strong, you can be strong. I've done it and I never thought I could do it. And the people that really know me would have said, how is she still here?
If you're struggling with an addiction, please think. Stop and think before you have it. Do you really need it? Is it going to make a change? Am I going to feel better? You might want to block those feelings out, but you wake up the next day, those feelings are still there. Those problems aren't going to go away with drugs. They are going to go away with your mind and your communication with someone.
I went to rehab. I knew that I couldn't actually stay off the drugs on my own. I wasn't able to do that. So I actually, for the first time in my life, I had to put my hand up and say, I need help, and that was somewhat a humbling experience, although at the time I saw it as weakness. For some reason, I used to always view me putting my hand up and asking for help as some sort of weakness, when it's probably the most empowering thing that I've ever done, now looking in hindsight.
One that really, really hurts to me and gets to me is they get out and they think that their drug tolerance hasn't dropped at all, okay? Now, they get out and what do? They have a hit. And they think that they can take what they used to take. And of course, I've lost 3 friends to it, and they've OD'd straight away. And to me, that it breaks my heart, because there's kids left behind with no mothers.
So the turning point for me was when my daughter had to come visit me in jail, and I basically couldn't imagine her coming back to visit me at an age where she'd remember, where she's coming to visit her mummy. She was only 1 at the time, and I guess, I just needed to get out and change my life so that I can actually get her back in my custody and look after her and give her the life that she deserves. So now, basically, being almost 14 months clean, I've had to kind of adapt to different ways. I can't use escape as a coping mechanism anymore. So I basically, I've developed a lot of tools, you know. I've actually made some pretty good friendships with good people that actually do want my best interest and not what's in my pocket. So I'm able to contact them, you know, they're willing to, you know, come and actually spend time talking my problems through.
Get some help. I mean, just keep trying. Support, try and get some sort of support network in place and just keep trying.
If you don't want to stay drug-free, I guess I can't help you, but there is help out there for drug addiction.
I want to say keep fucking trying, but I can't, so keep trying. Yeah, can I? Well, yeah, keep fucking trying because it's way worth it. And I'm one of those people that if I can do it, seriously, and I've heard that line a million times, anybody can do it, eventually, if you keep trying.
Make a plan to succeed. This could include working with counsellors and engaging with support networks and services. It can help to find alternative coping strategies that you can use, simple steps that will help you manage and control your addictive cravings so you can find freedom and empowerment from the things that are holding you back. Don't forget, there is a lot of support available to help you.